Hello everyone. So I made a video and it only showed my introduction and did not go any further. I hope this time this works. Right now it's giving me the loading screen and so we're just going with the flow. Anyways, it's me, Sarah from the Enosburgh Public Library, and this is Stella. That's Stella. She has her gloves on because she's doing a little reading. But welcome back to our Wednesday summer reading program. And the story I'm going to read, I see it only says 8 seconds in. I don't know. My computer is acting a little strange. Anyways, we are here. We're going to be reading Backyard Fairies by Phoebe Wahl. Also a reminder, hold on, Stella. A reminder, if you have not came by and grabbed any crafts from last week, we still have plenty left over. We also have the new ones for this for today, and then of course on Friday we'll have the next one. But after I'm done reading this book, I'm going to give you a little bit of a story about fairies myself and what you could do with the crafts that I have provided for you. There's also another craft that was suggested for it, but I don't need to get into that much detail. But I'm going to fix this.
And I hope it doesn't turn off again.
I hope it doesn't turn off again either. We were like 3 minutes deep and it stopped working. All right.
No, it was under 3 minutes.
Was it under 3 minutes?
Yeah,
oh, okay. I'm sorry, under 3 minutes. Okay. Backyard Fairies by Phoebe Wahl. Have you ever found while out on your own? Oh, wrong way. A tiny magical somebody's home. Have you ever found a fairy house?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? I believe I have. Or sensed a fluttering, flickering flight. Gone when you turned just out of sight. Or heard a little trill or tone. Or seen a suspicious looking stone. Ooh, you think that's a fairy?
No.
Reminds me of a troll.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe one morning you wake up to see that the dog's hair was just braided by somebody wee. What?
But like, I'm gonna braid this dog's hair.
These look like little gnomes.
Because they are.
You might leave an offering when you discover it's vanished by morning, replaced with another. You laugh, but 'tis not funny. Oh no, guys.
No.
I got like 5 pages, one more page more than what I did last time.
Okay.
So the light's still on. I'm gonna keep going.
They can't see it though.
I hope you guys can see it. Have you ever woke up when the moon is round and crept out of bed to follow the sound and what must be the music of magical sprites singing and strumming and dancing all night?
I'm gonna look at the video and see if it did and like to see if they see it.
We will. I'm gonna finish the book.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna finish the book and then I will discuss what happened after. I am gonna refresh the page because yeah, I don't know what to do. You wind through a forest of branches and brambles. The woods are awake, making way for your rambles.
Is she out in the woods?
She is.
In night?
Mm-hmm.
Seriously?
Where are they?
You're under them.
On top of them. Because they're under. You search and you search till you can't see straight, only turning back home when the hour grows late.
Oh. Me. Sad for her.
Are they out there, you wonder, curled up in their bed? The fairy replies, the reply is right on your head.
Oh.
Oh, they made her flower crown. That's adorable. I hope you guys like this book. That was, again, Backyard Fairies by Phoebe Wahl. I also believe she illustrated the book as well. I absolutely love this type of illustration. And I am a huge fan of fairies. But I am gonna come back to this. I don't know if my camera's still going for you guys, or you're just hearing me ramble about nothing, or just seeing me and not hearing me. I don't know. But I did want to tell you a little story about fairies. Personally, for me, I'm pretty sure I've had my own little experience with fairies before. I used to always make little fairy houses, and I used to like explore the woods all the time. I used to have woods right behind my backyard in Maine, and I would just go on adventures by myself. And I knew the woods through and through, and they weren't that big. They were, not like Vermont woods. It was definitely like maybe at least a mile or so, maybe not even a half a mile. It felt long because I was little at the time as well. But one day we were in Maine, and we were in the backyard. No, we weren't in the backyard. We were at the lake. I remember this because I made a fairy house in the backyard for this. We were at the lake, and I was just sitting there with, I think it was alone. My friend, they were swimming or something, and I was sitting there. I believe I was reading a book. Don't remember. But I remember seeing at the corner of my eye what looked like a dragonfly. And it landed like oh so in my peripheral vision, like just so lightly. And I saw it flutter. And then when I went to go look over to see, for a glimpse, just a glimpse of a second, because I believe fairies are very, very fast, it looked like it was sitting, like a little tiny person was sitting on top of the flower. But it happened so fast, and when I went to go double take, it was like, psh, it was gone. That's my fairy experience. I think that's really exciting. So I've always had this, like, gnomes and trolls, and that's my favorite thing. So I suggested it for you guys in the craft that we have. We're having little night lights that you make for yourself, and also if you have a recycled bottle, there's instructions of what you could do to make your own fairy houses. Or if you don't even need to use the recycled bottle, I used to use just sticks and rocks, and I would have hot glue. If you have hot glue, do that, or just regular glue. Just go to town, make your own little fairy house, and even use the little nightlight. I don't know. That's my experience. I am gonna
probably do another one.
I hope I don't need to do another one. I am gonna have you guys stare at me for a second while I figure this out, if you guys are still even watching, because I don't know at this point. Dun, 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 dun. But yeah, have you had a fairy experience yet?
No.
No? Have you ever looked for fairies?
Wow. I would take a wish flower.
Yeah. So you'd wish for one?
I wish for something else.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've wished for a kitty before.
Yeah. But that's also a reason why I like this book. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go on. No? Nothing?
Nothing.
Oh, okay.
I'm just laying down like this.
So the reason why I also like that book is I am actually like a firm believer in that whatever happens in your side eye, if you could see it, that's great. But fairies are very playful, and they like to hide from you, and so it can be very hard to find them, if they are real or not, if you believe them or not. But I think it's always a great story to explore, especially as a little youngin, running around exploring and finding little places like, oh, the little squirrel home, could that be a fairy home as well, and then, you know, all that jazziness. So far I am seeing